Okay, so I'm gonna try another recording here on one of these gameplays. My microphone wasn't working right. It was cutting in and out, kind of working. Went ahead and swapped it. I had another microphone from an old pair of headphones. I had the same headphones. I used those Astro headphones. My other pair, the only thing that was wrong with the other pair, they're good headphones. The only thing that was wrong with the other headphones was that the top headphone strap broke. The cup things were getting kind of worn out. They were pretty old. They were like 10 years old, I think, when I bought the new pair. So the new pair is good, but for some reason though, the mic seems to have gone bad or something. I don't know. I remember my old ones too. The mic went bad on my old ones, and I had bought a new mic for my old pair of Astro headphones. So yeah, good headphones, but it seems like maybe a bad mic. I don't know. But yeah, I'm getting used to this tower. It was real hard for me at first, and then I figured out a few things, especially carrying the golem. I seem to really have to have the golem for support when I do these tower runs. The golem definitely helps with distracting the enemies. I noticed they or I call them pets. I forget what they call them. It's on your artifact. These guys are tough. Sometimes they poison you too. Like in here, especially this kind of thing where everybody is targeting you. And these stupid guys just keep hurting. Can't pick up the apple for some reason. Yeah, these kind of things, picking up items. Oops, I hit that on accident. Picking up items and throwing out lightning. I've noticed that these guys, I've watched the guys that play on PC. It seems a lot easier for them how they can just put their mouse on it. They can open things and they don't have to actually walk up to it. They can pick up things and they don't have to actually walk up to it and actually be like standing on it to pick it up. It seems like there's a few things about playing on PC that would probably make it a bit easier. Be more accurate, I guess. Would you could do things more accurately, I guess, would be a better way. I don't know about easier. Never got easier. It might be hard moving the mouse accurately or something. I don't know. But yeah, picking up items is always an issue for me, especially in the middle of a fight. You're like looking over at him and he won't pick it up. He's just swinging his sword. Throwing the lightning accurately, it's just auto aim. It just goes to like the nearest, the closest guy that you're facing. It seems like you don't seem to be able to target where you want it to hit. Like I've seen the guys on PC do it. So a few more challenges here on console, it seems like, compared to on PC, but that's just my guess. I've never done it on PC, but yeah, I definitely find it annoying about using lightning and picking up items, opening things and stuff like that with the controller. It is kind of annoying. I've heard rumors about Minecraft Dungeon 2 coming out, so hopefully it does make number 2 improve these kind of things. 'Cause I really like this game. It's a fun game. Especially it's when I play with my son. That's what first got me into it, was playing with him in the first place. And I ended up really liking it. I didn't think I would, but I ended up really liking it. I was just playing it because I knew the kids were into Minecraft and he invited me to play with him. So I saw him playing it and I tried it and I got into it right away pretty much. I saw when he was playing, I was watching him. Trying to explain some things to him as I was reading them, helping him he's just reading. He's only first grade, so he's reading pretty good for his grade. But there's a lot of big words and weird words and this stuff that he doesn't understand. So I'm explaining that stuff to him, and I got into it. I enjoy it. All the different strategies that you have to use for the different types of weapons and loadouts and stuff. It's cool. It's got some similarities to Call of Duty actually, with that kind of the loadout strategy and understanding how to use the loadout properly. I enjoy it. It's good. I think it's good mental exercise. I mean, mental exercise for me. I know some folks like things like chess and stuff like that, but I've always been a video game guy since I was a little kid. I was part of that first generation of video game kids back in the 70s and 80s. The old Pac-Man, Atari days, ColecoVision. Those are the ones that we didn't have it in my house, but my friends had it. And ColecoVision at the time. Still remember being so excited about those things back when they first came out. I had to wait until I think I was in high school when we finally got a little Sega Master System. I think I was in like 9th grade. We got a Master System. I've always had a console ever since. I had the Genesis, I had the Master from Sega, the Genesis, and then after the Genesis it was PlayStation, and it's pretty much for me always PlayStation since. I tried the original Xbox. I got it pretty much just to play Forza, and all I was doing on PlayStation was Gran Turismo pretty much, so I wanted to try Forza, and I didn't really like it that much. I was pretty loyal to Gran Turismo and enjoyed it the most, and I've just always had PlayStation since the original PlayStation 1. So I've just always been on console on PlayStation. So not the most serious, hardcore gamer guy, but I've always had a hardcore love for the games. But yeah, very limited library of games that I've played. I'm trying to think I want to the point on this one. I don't think I want to take the axe on this one. Sometimes I'll take this axe. It's pretty good, but I like having the reach of the spear is real nice, and also the healing. That leeching is actually pretty nice. Kind of keeps me alive a bit. I've carried that stupid spear all the way up to like level 27 on this tower. Pretty effective actually. Just have to be patient. So I stick with the point. I hate this void level. This one is super annoying. 2 on that, 2 on that. This void level. Levitation. Take a bunch of damage too on the levitation. Get over there right away, knock that guy out, and take care of everybody else. Shoulder's still popping. The other void level is even worse. They're void level. Oh, tower is usually effective. So, going with the soul crossbow because I definitely enjoy having the soul siphon. The lightning on this one uses the souls, and the lightning seems to be a key on this one, on this tower. So Soul Siphon really helps to refuel that lightning, and especially when I run for a while, I'm running Harvester and Lightning, and that really eats up the souls. So yeah, I'll actually keep this same soul crossbow all the way through just for the Soul Siphon. That's all I even will put on it. And we're gonna save those points. We need 3 points for either leeching or the fire. We're gonna save the points for that. This is another easy level. This is pretty probably spear keeps them at a distance, no problem. Fire helps to get a little more damage on them as they're standing there as you're holding them up, those big guys. And then archers aren't doing too much damage compared to the leeching, so you gotta keep your distance. So I got too close to that guy there. There's quite a few easy levels on this one, even towards the end. Some of the last levels are real easy too. This spear is good too. I've taken it before, but again, no healing. So yeah, it's nice. The weakening is nice, but chains I don't like. And then that other, I forget what that other one is, the potion one or whatever. I don't care about that. The blue healer here, the soul healer, is nice. I use this too sometimes, but sometimes I just take the point. It's kind of hard to get enough souls for this thing when it's needed in these next couple levels here. I can't really draw in souls fast enough. I could boost up my siphon. I haven't started that yet, but yeah, I usually focus on this first, the weapon first, and then I go towards the armor and the soul siphon after that. So yeah, I think last time I took the blue healer, the soul healer, and it did save me a couple times on that void level. So I think I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna do that this time. I think I will actually go ahead and do my siphon right now, just so I can try to survive this stupid void level here. This one they throw about like 5. Here they go already. The shelter picks you up. This one is absolutely. You can kind of circle around. You're supposed to stay in this area here and wait for that thing to light up, and then the gate drops, so you can actually kind of be home to block the shelter. Okay, so we'll be able to get through this one, alright. There's a guy still down there. Yeah. It's pretty hard. Try to hit out. They actually have quite a bit to hit, and they end up bouncing me. I usually just try to look for this. There's still another guy. There's the other guy. Here, I forgot. And of course, they don't shut the shelters off either. The shelters keep coming. So, like, it'd be easier if you could, like, hit them. You can't even, like, hit them. Pretty silly. Okay, so Golem here is my favorite. Bee's Nest is okay, but I feel like they are kind of flimsy. They're a good distraction because there's 3, but they're kind of flimsy. Golem is tough, and then he helps to distract the guys better and absorb more damage, I would say. So I usually prefer Golem as my pet, or whatever they're called. So definitely hold on to the point. We need 3 for either one of those. Soul Siphon is okay for now. We're gonna get Bee Nest armor pretty soon here. I get the buttons mixed up sometimes because I'll put the items in different places because I've picked up different things at different times and stuff. So I do hit the buttons. Stay on it when you're on tower. You gotta really stay focused because it can be different. You can do it the same every time you want to be, but you can also do it different every time. So you gotta be focused and avoid silly mistakes. So I think I'm gonna actually leave the blue healer this time. Last time I put the harvester on top of the healer, kept power shaker. So I think I'm gonna keep healer, and the power shaker, and yeah, 2. All right. So this is another pretty easy one. Just gotta watch out for creepers. Yeah, you can see the extra souls from Soul Siphon. Shot one guy, but I got like 4 packs of souls there. That's the Soul Siphon on the crossbow doing the thing. Yeah, another pretty easy level there, and here's that Bee Nest armor. The reason I like this armor is for the cooldown, the snowball, and the beast boss. All of those are pretty helpful throughout. So yeah, I boost up this beast armor a couple times, and then I change it at the very end. Right before the end, I put on the thief armor because it has a lightning boost. It can boost the damage on lightning. That helps with the lightning rod to finish off the boss at the end. But for now, yeah, Bee Nest is good. I usually just put 1 point on each of those guys. Here, just get them all going. And then after I start those, I gotta work on those because my next upgrade, after I upgrade the armor here, the next time I upgrade the armor, it starts to cost more. So you kind of have to this armor before the next upgrade. If you guild it, the guild, it costs 1 point more for each level. So if it starts at 1, it goes up to, if it's 1 enchantment point for the first level, it goes up to 2 enchantment points for the very first level. If it started at 2, it goes up to 3. So it can be out of reach at the end there if you do that guild and you don't have enough points to upgrade it after the guild. So you gotta try to upgrade the armor over the next, I think like 6 or 7 levels. I forget where it is. It's like 16, 17, I think, where we're gonna hit the next upgrade before fall. I think it hit 16. So you got like 5 levels to upgrade the armor. And we're gonna also pick up the the backstabber knives pretty soon here because the spear is getting too weak. So this boss can be pretty easy. Even the spear's not that like the explosion. Man, that guy hits hard. That illusioner guy hits hard. He shoots you with that exploding arrow. Sometimes you can just push him right out like that. Oh, he died first, but yeah. Before. Spear has good pushback on him. We'll take the point here. And oops. Do triangle. And yeah, let's do cool first. Get our lightning rod pretty soon here. Put that on top of the. I think I'll put that on top of the soul anyway. Those little stuns from the snowball do help, especially on the bigger guy. It's real nice when those snowballs drop like one of the big guys for you. With this build that I do here, I don't really focus on the snowballs that much. I'm trying to build up the cooldown and the beast boss, or my main focus on the armor before we hit the next upgrade. So again, take the point, and we will go to Beast Boss this time. Another pretty easy level. You gotta just kind of keep on the edge. There's a whole bunch of guys that appear here in the middle. Much souls on that. I like to conserve souls. If I don't need to use them, I don't use them. So that when you do need them, you got them. Some of these levels are pretty easy to where you don't need to use much of the harvester. And especially once we get the lightning going too, you can suck through your souls real quick and not have any when you need them. So we're going to the backstabber here. The reason I like this one is you got a B, and just put one on there. I don't care to boost the chances on that. I swing the knife enough times. I don't care about 30-40 chance. The big thing is leech, and what I like to do is one here. Oops, I did the wrong one. I meant to do one over there. But this is fine too. Those enchanted guys are a pain in the ass anyway. So, but since I did that on accident, get this guy a little bit more here. I was gonna just do one on each of these leechings. I was gonna do 1 point on each leeching, and with 5% on each of them, it's about 10% when you do the leeching. And so it was actually pretty good health like that. I did that before one of my previous runs. It was pretty good healing with that setup. So that's what I would normally do the 2 leechings and build those up together as we get these guys done. Almost done. We need 3 on cooldown. I'm gonna go ahead and give him those. 3 over here for Beast Boss, and then we're good on the armor. Hopefully, I think I can do that before the next upgrade. Yeah, this one's kind of tough sometimes. These guys come at you. You have the tower guards. There's a bunch of guys. It's gonna be tough. To the guy. No, he survived. I thought I was gonna die there. A whole mess of guys. Didn't get any soul siphon out of that one. Come on, give me some souls. Few there. Man, those guys hit hard. Yeah, that's a perfect example of having to save up your souls. That's one of those levels that if you haven't saved up your souls and you just run in there, I've died plenty of times doing that. So yeah, I gotta build my souls back up again here with the crossbow and get ready because I forget what the next one is. There's another. I think it's the water one. I think the water one is another one where there's a bunch of guys all at once, and I've died there a couple times because you get overwhelmed with too many guys and run out of health and everything. So taking the point here. This is a pretty easy level here, and we're okay on that soul siphon for now. I'd like to get that 3rd leeching point. But I also need the 3rd beast boss before I upgrade that armor. I think I'm gonna have to do that first. Do the beast boss after this one, probably. Yeah, so taking the point and complete beast boss before that next upgrade. Like I said, I'm not sure. I think it's coming up after this actually. Listen, guys, burn some here. Guys, get the harvester. Free up the space for the Delta so plenty of souls. This is a great, easy, fill up your souls location. So yeah, it's a nice easy level, nice refuel level, and take the point, and I think leeching should be next. I'm not gonna do that snowball, I'm just gonna save that. Actually, no. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the leeching. Yeah, I don't want to put too many points on the bow and the armor because I'm going to need those points for my soul knife towards the end. We're going to upgrade to the soul knife here pretty soon. It's got to have that shockwave is a big help. That shockwave gives you the reach to knock guys out and keep them at a distance before they get to you. So, yeah. This is another, gotta go ahead and burn some souls. I'll put up those annoying pink, I don't know what they're called. It. So yeah, you burn a lot of souls on that one, and go with take that, raises my power level a little bit. The other one, the healing is nice, but I really didn't even need it that much. I barely used it. And you get to these higher levels and it's not doing much health healing anyway. Compared to what your armor holds, it's a small percent when you hit the blue healer. Or the soul healer. I always call it the blue healer. Yeah, we gotta do the lightning rod there, I think. And this is their big... do all the work and just sitting back collecting souls. He's done. Going steam. Is to build up some souls. These guys are annoying dudes. I don't know what any of them are. Okay. So yeah, the point. To the soul knife. So this is the upgrade on the armor here. I could upgrade the snowball here, but I don't want to do that. I want... Actually, I think I'm gonna finish my Soul Siphon. Soul Siphon. And we're upgrading the armor. And we got boost speed after hit, so that's nice. But not a big help, but it's a nice one to kind of get you out of trouble sometimes. Good, they gave me an extra soul pack on one couple games ago. Soul, that's why I keep pumping up the crossbow, just to collect the gold, heal. He's gonna start spamming this back. Pretty hard to hit him with the lightning. He's easier to hit. That's a good one. That's dead. Bad. That one's not too hard. And just taking the point there. And yeah, those are expensive now. This guy's good. He's maxed out. So yeah, let's get actually I think I'm going for these chances. Boss, hold on. Surrounded again. Uh-oh, I don't even have a health potion. This is where the blue healer would have been nice, but it sucks up those souls though, so then you run out of firepower with your lightning. There's always that give and take, so just wait out the potion, don't get shot by arrows. There's some fish right there. Okay, this one's kind of annoying too, because it's hard to get the guy to hit it. You gotta be targeted. Okay, we got the wound guy there. Get the wound guy. Good, there we go. Shot. sometimes I'll get up here and it's like, yeah. Okay, so yeah, here's that soul knife. And we'll carry this up until the final boss fight. Look out for the saw blade at the final boss fight. So, okay, so I'm not gonna be able to power it all the way up. If I usually have 16 when I do this, I can't max out this because I only have 16. Yeah, so we'll put those. I did not. I think I ended up doing this last time too. I think it's because I'm putting. Yeah, it is. It's because I finished off that beast boss on the armor this time. Last time, I think before I had waited on the beast boss and then had to pay more for it after the upgrade. So I just have to wait on the knife now instead of before. When I was getting to this point, I was able to just fully upgrade the knife right away. I have enough points to full shockwave. Really helps. Solid damage every shot. Some guys might like Void on that one instead of the Shockwave, but for me, I like the reach of the Shockwave to keep them off me. But the Void hits hard though, so it's that pluses and minuses give and take. Minecraft really did a good job of balancing things like that. The give and take of reach, and power, and all that kind of stuff. It's very well thought out. So, yeah. We should cruise through these levels here. Solid blade. Try not to die here. Try not to use too many souls. These guys will actually cluster together really nicely for a lightning strike. They're so funny, they push so hard to get to you, they'll push each other right off, so you kill most of those guys before you even go over there. This one's pretty easy. Pretty easy level. And then we're gonna upgrade the golem here. And nothing to do with points. We need more points. This is a level that can really eat up your souls because it requires some lightning. We got the big tower guards. We got. Souls on that. Should be able to get through the rest. Should be it. Got a straggler, here he is. So that was good. And, you know, you got the full life bar after that. I didn't die. That's a good level there. That was good. I've definitely died on that one before with those tower guards and those enchantment guys. Run out of lightning because I missed a bunch of times and all that. Mistake-free levels and that one water level. Those are pretty much the hardest levels. And you gotta be careful with the big bowls and the tower guards, but relatively easy tower, especially because, man, I hope they don't do that Wretched Wraith one. That was the worst one that I've done so far. I do not like that Wretched Wraith boss. Even though I could beat that tower, I failed on that tower a bunch of times. That was like 3 weeks ago, I think. I do not want that Wretched Wraith again. It's so annoying. Every time you touch it, it just disappears. It took forever. And you had nothing when you got to it. They made it the first boss, and you have nothing when you get there. It's crazy. So this is a much easier tower. Very thankful for this tower this week. So, yeah, I'll just do the gong. I've been doing this lately. This has been working pretty good. This is a good combination. So another easy level. Okay, and we're just saving up for Shockwave. Shockwave costs 4, I believe. Yeah, we need 4 for Shockwave. Good after that. Alright, so last point, going to the Shockwave, and then I'll go ahead and throw my bow for no reason since it's there. What? The other one. This one looks like the other one. So we take Sawblade, basically just because of his power and his void. He's got that void attack will help with our lightning. So yeah, we're gonna boost up this guy with, make sure I click on the right stuff. Lightning, because, oh no, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. I didn't take the, oh well, it's still, I think it's still pretty easy. I forgot to take the Thief Armor. The Thief Armor, you can hit this boss with like 2 shots of lightning and he's dead because the Thief Armor has the lightning boost. It boosts the power of the lightning hits. And, yeah, I forgot to pick that up. I took a point instead of picking up the Thief Armor it was just a few levels ago. It was back on like 28, I think. I I was too busy talking, I was distracted. Forgot about the thief armor. But yeah, this is still fine. Our power level a little bit lower though. And so my lightning won't hit to boost the rod, but it won't be. Oh, well, it's still 127. Okay. That'd be like a 122. But yeah, I have 127 lightning rod, and we don't have the lightning boost. So a few more than 2 shots. When I had the thief armor with the lightning boost, it only took like 2 shots. But you hit him with the gong, you hit him with the void, and the saw. Still hitting pretty good, as you can see. It's close to 2 shots. As close as 2 shots, about 4 shots. No! I forgot to heal. I totally forgot to heal. That was so dumb. Alright, yeah. That was pretty dumb. Boom, boom. Come on. There we go. Get all those little guys, no problem. It's an easy boss. That was just stupid of me dying like that. Good tower this week. Thank you, Minecraft Dungeons.